Therefore, I want to take advantage of this moment and this topic to warn you. When Paul says guard yourself from the dogs, it's because they can cause harm. They are leaders that think they know the Bible. They think that they govern the theology correctly. But truly they are ignorant, because they still don't even realize that there are two gospels, the circumcision and the uncircumcision. They say that is physically. I'm not talking physically. They are gospels. The gospel of circumcision that expired when Christ died and was risen. That's where it had to end. And then as soon as Jesus was risen, the new gospel begun, the gospel of the uncircumcision. That's clear in Galatians chapter 2. You know that the pastor that lives next to you, that opposes you and mocks you, doesn't know this. He doesn't know that Paul is the only apostle for the church. They utilize the 12 apostles. When you use the 12 apostles, you understand that if there are two gospels, when you use the 12, you're using the circumcision and that of Paul. That's what it says in Galatians chapter 2. The event is someone that's listening for the first time. Look at what it says. On the contrary, it says, they saw that I had been entrusted with the gospel of the uncircumcision, just as Peter had been to the circumcision. For the one who worked in Peter for the apostolate of the circumcision worked also in me for the Gentiles. It is to say that God gave that gospel to Peter, but that was the circumcision when Jesus died and was risen. Now another gospel was manifest, which is the one that was given to Paul for us, the Gentiles. And regarding that, the Jews and Gentiles will be justified by faith, because circumcision means you live by what you do, live by works, by the law. If you want to be saved by this wicked and perverse generation, if you are called and you're not in the gospel of the uncircumcision, you place yourself as a false brethren. That's how the Apostle Paul described it in chapter 2, verse 4. It says, this matter arose because some false believers that infiltrated our ranks to spy on the freedom we have in Christ Jesus and to make us slave. False brethren. Why they were false? Because they were keeping the law. If you belong to a church such as the Seventh-day Adventists, you're a false brother because you're keeping the law. You're not in liberty. To the contrary, they spied on our liberty, the liberty that Paul taught about. This liberty that grace gives you, that you feel free, that fear don't no longer exist. Fear to the devil, fear to darkness, to death, to whatever may come, on account of the information you have on your mind.